Houston Rockets. We did not get the number 1 pick, but we did get the number 10th pick, Zach. And what that means is,
who knows what that means? I don't know what that
means. I gut feeling tells me trade the pick. I don't want another young guy on it, but with the swirls of rumors that we will be receiving from now till draft until off season, it's going to be ridiculous.
Yes. I think what it does is because we know what the pick is worth. It's the 10th overall pick. I mean, you could still get a really good player there, but you have a value on it. So there's a range of teams who are willing to trade for that pick. You know what I'm saying? There's some teams who are just so bad that they won't come get that. And then there's a group of teams who probably have players that we would want, but it's like, am I going to give up the 10th pick for these? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could probably take that 10th pick, go to fucking Portland and pick whatever you wanted off of it.
Yeah. I mean, as of right now, Bleacher Report has us getting small forward Khan and
Knuppel.
Yeah, Knuppel. Another mock draft has us getting the center from Duke. So I mean, it is all over.
See, I'm with that. I'm kind of that's a big motherfucker right there, dog. Yeah. That's a big ass dude.
that's where it's like I could understand.
Yeah, but also I could also see the Rockets not caring about that because they have the other dude who was a rookie last year who just rode the bench that nobody ever talked about. Infale Dante from Oregon. Like, he's big, just like that. We never played him. To me, he was always the replacement for Landale if we wanted to trade him.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I draft another big ass tall motherfucker to just do nothing, or what are we doing here? I first instinct is to trade it for future picks.
Yeah,
like just flip them to the future.
That I mean, people were talking about 2020. After, of course, Cooper Flagg gets all the credit for this draft of the headline, but 2026 is what they call a loaded draft with more talent as a group of people. So they're like, oh, it would be best for them to trade the pick into a 2026 pick, let some terrible team get it, and there you go.
Well, and not even that, because you can think about it like this: is if you say 2026, that means you're 1 year closer to having to extend Jabari, extend Tari, right? So at that point, then you have to have the conversation who you keep: Jabari, Tari, Jalen, Alperin. Like, who are we keeping out of the group? And then you have this pick, and that's probably the better time to go and make a trade for a star. Like I said, I think the Rockets earned the right to run it back with what they had, and then we'll see. Like, obviously, I'd like to see Jabari incorporated more. We didn't do shit with Reed Shepherd all year. He's the number 3 overall pick. So
yeah,
like, everybody's so quick to make a change, but it's like, hey, let's see.
Yeah, I get all the trade rumors. I mean, some of them we looked at and we were just laughing. Like, are you kidding me? Like the Zion one, that was dumb. Like, I'm glad.
In my personal opinion, the Giannis trade rumors are funnier than Zion. The ripple effect that the Giannis trade would have on this team basically makes you Giannis and a bad team.
Yeah,
is what it is. I don't want to do that, and like I'm not sold that the other guys still fix the problems we have, like KD, or Booker.
So I read the Zion thing. They were saying that they lost total interest as of last season, which thankfully, Devin Booker, his production went down, and it's funny that fans are saying he's better than Jalen, and the team came out and didn't tell them, but they told The Athletic pretty much like Devin Booker had a lackluster year, and he's older than Jalen and owed more money than Jalen. So why would we want to trade for that? And then KD, of course, is now the whirlwind of Windhorse saying that he's interested. Giannis now saying he wants to play for a team in a no cap state.
I'm trying to tell you, the funny thing is in all these packages I see for Giannis, it's just not a good team with what's left. I don't do it.
Looking
the whole KD situation, I'm not even willing to trade that number 10 pick for KD unless he signs an extension.
I need
like a team favorable extension. I'm not trading a number 10 pick for a 1 year rental. I ain't doing it. The other dumbass GM in Texas is in Dallas. I don't know how he got the first pick, but like we don't do that here.
No. It's interesting because looking at players, Fred posted on his Instagram, Steven Adams posted on his Instagram, and you kind of knew those two, free agency and all that, were roaming around. Basically, they were like, hey, well, let's run it back type of thing. Like, it was a good run. Şengün came out today and posted. So now you're starting to see the players posting about, like, this is what we did. We're not happy with how it ended, but let's run this shit back and see what happens. Like, and for that.
That's what I'm saying is like, motherfuckers want to point the finger at Jalen for what went wrong because it's the obvious choice, but everybody was wrong. Like, one player doing bad don't equal 86 points. Like, the whole team. So,
yeah,
I just don't think Ime will let that shit fly again, bro. I really don't. And like I said, they earned it. Run that shit back. It would make it like not a one-trick pony accident shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, they're a young team. You look at, if you actually break down the team and look at the ages, some of them barely were able to drink last year. Some of them barely getting close to 25. It's like these guys are super young. And I guess the Adams, Van Vliet, Dylan Brooks, we were like, oh, them and Jeff Green are going to lead these young guys. The young guys still got to get playing time. The young guys still got to figure out the NBA, not as a season, but like we said in the very beginning of the season, they got to figure out playoffs. And you said it at best when it was like, oh, do we want to play Golden State or do we want to play Memphis? And you were like, who will we learn more from? And we said it, Golden State. You're either going to beat them or you're going to learn a lot from them. And that's what happened. They schooled the shit out of us. You learned, and it's a good lesson to take with you for next year. It was fun to think.
I'm not excited. I could see us making a trade though. I really could.
Yeah.
Like I could make, just depending on what Fred VanVleet does. I think that's the first thing that they're going to try to figure out because then they know which direction to go. Like, do you try to play a man at the point and go draft another wing? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you try to trade for another wing and just put him in at the point? Do you say fuck Fred VanVleet and just try to make a trade and go get somebody like Trae Young? Because I mean, he go get buckets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's the 10th, knowing, like you said in the beginning, knowing that you have the 10th overall pick, knowing the teams that will want a player at that 10th pick, and also knowing that what direction you're going to go of what does this team need, because we still go back to what Ime and Raphael said, and it was like more of that defensive mind, but they understood that scoring is important. So
would you do a sign and trade scenario? Fred VanVleet, Cam Whitmore, and the number 10 pick for Trae Young?
Yeah.
I would do that, but I would kind of try to make them throw in another player.
Yeah, I need something else, but
but I don't know what they would be willing to come up. But for Trae Young, straight up, I think I would do that. I might make them give me their pick, and no, because they have like 13, so I don't think they would do that.
Yeah, they have the 13th pick. Yeah,
but like something like that, I would be okay with. Because I don't think that you're going to have an issue with Trae Young as it pertains to us of what we couldn't accomplish in scoring. Not to say that he's going to come average 50, but he's going to keep it rolling. Because he's, as ridiculous as this going to sound, Trae Young's more of a traditional point than Fred VanVleet. Even though Trae's a shooter, Fred had to score more. So at some point, he just wasn't trying to get people open.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I know like people will be like, oh, Trae and Jalen got to play together. Trae's got to learn how to assist. How many games did we have where Fred literally didn't get assists and we wanted him to score?
I could tell you what, there's one thing the Houston Rockets need. And I have yet to hear anybody else agree with me, probably because I only said it a couple times. But the Houston Rockets need a real pick setting role man to catch alleys. Be a lob threat, because then that makes people not. It just dictate, like, they play defense differently. Yeah. Like, oh fuck, he's gonna roll and catch, which means I sag more. You get your shooters open more. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have that. The only good alley catcher we have is Amen Thompson.
Yeah. You would think it would have been like Tari, but he can't catch the ball.
No, it should be fucking Sengun, because you're setting every screen. Like, you play at the top of the free throw. He should be the lob threat. Yeah, that's my point.
I don't want to throw a pass to him. At least a lob, because I don't know if you're gonna do that or not.
Well, I'm saying, imagine if you had one of those guys to play with Sengun or whatever point guard you have, or Jalen. You know, hey, there's a possibility, bro, to make a trade. I'd be willing to come off of Tari. I'd be willing to come off of fucking, I'd come off of Tari and keep Jay-Sean.
Like, two names that I will not be surprised get traded. Cam Whitmore, like we've said before. Like, you kind of already get the feeling he's gone for something. I don't know what. And Tari is kind of, after what we've seen, they love him, but also
I feel like those two, Tari, because he has value, but I also feel like he's reached the ceiling of what he is. Like, you are a really good 6-man and spot starter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those two, I could see Jock Landale getting traded, just to, if they're, you know what I'm saying? And I could see Dylan Brooks getting traded, because we shit on Jalen. Well, Dylan, there was games where he didn't do shit either in the playoffs. He didn't do shit.
And we brought Dylan Brooks in to be that pesky defender guy and thing, and we saw it one year, and then we said he went away from it. So then this year we saw it, but Amin kind of literally looked at him.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. While I'm 100%, this would be fucked up and sound ungrateful. That shit applies to every other fucking team that don't have an Amin Thompson.
And that's where I was going with. Amin basically was like, give me that shit. I'm taking that shit, and I don't give a fuck. And you kind of...
But it's not even just him. Like, he does it. Fred would pick up the ball. Yeah. Jalen's defense was surprisingly good this year. Tari Eason will guard on the pretty much anybody not named Sengun will guard in the perimeter if you ask him to.
Yeah.
So, like, Dylan's value kind of decreased a little bit because we weren't dependent on it.
Yeah. It's like, and that's where my biggest thing is with him and Fred. Like, what we brought you in here to do, you did okay. I'm not going to say, like, there was days where I was like, oh, you did really great. And there was days where I'm like, you did shitty. So I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they move away from you for what other players, which is kind of funny that Amin kind of basically was like, I kind of do what you do, and I kind of do what you do, but in the same fucking body.
I feel like Houston is more, in my opinion, likely to go away from Fred than Dylan.
Yeah. Well, he probably has more power
because Dylan still has the identity. Yeah. But I just feel like Dylan Brooks is the kind of player that would play better with a real point guard, like a real point guard. You know what I'm saying? Because he can knock down threes when he's open. You know what I'm saying? But having Dylan Brooks try to post up and shoot a turnaround, I don't like that shit. I don't want you to be a shot creator. Finish it and play defense.
Yeah. I mean, you look at how he plays on Canada with like SGA in them. That's how he is, and that's when he benefits their team well. So it's like, just being all honest. I mean,
but also Dylan Brooks, the biggest value in him is he takes the shit. Like, if you want to talk about it, say it about Dylan. He's willing to. He's cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Amin would feel if they criticize him like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I kind of like. As much as people hate Draymond Green, I'm pretty sure the Golden State Warriors are happy that he takes the whole brunt of every bullshit. And it's like, you need guys like that at least can contribute on a basketball standpoint, but also can take the burden of all that shit and be like, I got this. Like, y'all got to go over there. Like, I got this. Because we saw the Amin Thompson, allegations that he's a dirty player. Once Dylan Brooks started his shit up again, everybody forgot about Amin Thompson. And then we're like, oh, Dylan. And it was like, oh, Amin can just do whatever the fuck he wants because y'all are over here feeding into this shit, and Dylan's making sure that you're feeding into it. So it's like, all right. I said, I don't know what Raphael gonna do, but
I trust him now. I trust him. I'll say this: I trust him more than Dana Brown, but not as much as Casario.
Yeah, I think he deserves that middle ground. It's like I need to see what you do. Like if he makes a big trade, then I'm like, oh shit, like. But if he makes like smaller trades, then it's like, all right, I see. Like I'm not mad at it because we saw it with Nick and the Texans. He didn't get the picks he wanted. He traded out, got some more picks, went to the second, and it's like, all right, that's smart. Like you're not settling. I feel like Raphael's going to do the same. It's like, is there a player you want? Is there not a player you want? Do you want to do you want to go and trade for the future and just keep building equity up? Which that seems kind of the route he's going to do. Is there a player that you want that we don't know about that you are secretly after? It's interesting. I am glad they said no to Zion, though, and no to Devin Booker. I guess KD, Giannis, Trae Young's name out.
Pass.
I don't want Ja. But I feel like the Trae Young name you said, like there's a name out there that we don't know about.
Trae. It's not that you got to think about who will help. Trae. Bam. I mean, Kawhi Leonard.
Get him out of LA.
I would.
He injury prone, but when he balls, the claw is a baller.
If you get the claw and the center for Dylan Brooks and the number 10 pick and Jock Landale, you make the trade.
Oh yeah. You take the risk on it. You take the damn risk.
You're not losing. It's the same team with Kawhi on.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you take the risk on the injury part, but because if he's healthy when it counts, that's what fucking matters. All I need you is healthy for the right moments. Playoffs.
I mean, unless you want to go get AD.
Not really, but I mean he's injury prone.
Yeah,
but
me neither.
You don't want to kill Bridges, bro?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna come off of him.
No, they're not. I'm just thinking of old dames they would always say we're going after. I mean, there's going to be some trades. Now, are we going to be a part of those? Who knows? But
I mean, I could throw out some radical shit out there like all the rest of these motherfuckers if you want it. Yeah. Like, it looks like Cleveland's going to lose, bro. I'll give you the 10th pick, Jalen Green, and like 2 more picks for Donovan Mitchell.
See, I'd be okay with that one because Donovan's a baller. But
he seems to be a wee bit of a choker, but I mean, you never have to question his effort. But I mean, why not? I mean, that sounds more plausible than half the fucking team and all of our picks for Giannis.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be interesting because there's teams that are like, who loses in these rounds, who breaks some stuff up, who's. I mean, after the Lucas shit, it's weird because you don't know who's like, hesitant to rebuild or not rebuild, or like, I need to move this place. 3-team, 4-team.
Who do you emphasize signing back first? Fred or Steven Adams?
I think Fred.
I think Steven Adams, because I don't think you can replace what he did.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
and I think that you could try to upgrade from Fred via trade or whatever.
I want him to keep Steven more than Fred, just because of what you said. Like,
I think they're gonna. Yeah,
but
I think he wants to come back.
But it's just like I also feel like it was just weird that the Rockets restructured their date with him and all that stuff. It's like, all right, y'all, There's other shit that I don't know going on, which is fine with me because that's for them to know. But it's like them two are the first two to report on their Instagram about running it back. So it's like, all right, y'all have been having talks, and there's something going on.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
but this is a business, and people get traded. Like what did Raphael say? Nobody's untouchable on my team.
Yeah, not even me.
Yeah, nobody's untouchable. Amin's probably closer.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. By the end,
I mean,
do the Rockets make a pick at that 10th, or do they trade it?
no,
I think they trade it also.
Okay, I can say this: you're not gonna get. There can't be one without the other. If they make the pick, somebody gets traded off the team. But if they want to run it back, they're going to trade that pick because you don't want to shake. Like I said, you got people on the bench who didn't get Jabari and Reed Shepherd are prospects every other team in the league would just love to fucking have. And we're just sitting on our bench.
Chilling. One destroyed Rio Grande, the other one, we missed him. He came back and couldn't find playing time. It's like, it's ridiculous. That's why I said I think the pick gets traded for something.
What if they ran it back next year with no Dillon and you have a minute? See, they can't put a minute at the 3 because he can't shoot. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So what if they put fucking Jabari at the 3, a minute at the 4, and Sengun at the 5?
I need to see how they fucking. I need to see these guys off season. Free throws, 3-pointers. Jalen needs more in his bag.
Yeah. Well, he just needs to know how to see. The problem is he's putting everything in a backpack and carrying it, right? He needs to put everything in like pencil bags and know when to pull out each pencil bag. That's the thing. Like what moveset goes to what, but knows offensive basketball. Because that's not offensive basketball. What the fuck we do? We do not run plays. We just get into sets and try to figure it out.
All the damn trades we want, but we can't run a fucking offensive play. It's no matter. All right. Well, 10th overall pick. I doubt we pick anybody at that spot unless there's just somebody they're truly in love with. I won't be surprised if he gets traded soon anyway. I won't be surprised.
No matter what happens, I'm not going to be surprised. Like, anything's in the air.
At this point, yeah, we're just in Raphael's world waiting. So I can't wait to see.
I think the more reasonable question is by the time we go to training camp, are we going to be pissed off or not?
I think we'll be good.
I think we'll be good too.
Yeah, I mean they're going to be fans
on this team.
There will be fans.
I'm going to be honest with you. The only two people on the team, in my opinion, that I would not touch are Amin and Jabari. Because I could, like I'm not saying that you could build around that, but you could put a lot of shit around that.
They do a lot.
Somebody had a good ass quote about Amin Thompson. He said, he may not be Jordan, but when you fucking find that Jordan, I know where to find a Scottie Pippen. And I was like, yeah, I could see that. Like, could you imagine Amin Thompson playing side by side with Ant-Man as your 2-3? Disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Yeah. Nobody would catch him ever.
That's disgusting. I said, you need players like those two. I mean, that's what makes it interesting with Jabari's contract coming up also. Because he does so much.
He doesn't do anything wrong. He's always doing what he's supposed to be doing when he's supposed to be doing it. You know what I mean? He's efficient. He understands his limitations, so he stopped dribbling. One dribble into the lane, pull up. He's making that over anybody. And he knows his job, and he does it well.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Well, Rockets, ball's in your court. You have your pick. You have trades. You have a plethora of things you want to do. You have teams, I'm pretty sure they're going to be calling for it. You have you guys call in other teams for superstars. I guess let us know in the comments what you think the Rockets should do. Do they pick? Do they trade? What superstar do they go after? I guess we'll find out as the months go on. We have a month till draft, and then I think we'll have more answers as it gets closer to June.
Are you confident enough in Reed Shepard to say I'll be willing to pass on guards in this draft and run with him?
Yes.
Me too. Like I think that also.
Dude can fucking shoot a basketball. Dude can shoot a damn ball. And he's smart. And he plays defense.
Yes.
In the little spurts we saw.
So by saying that about Reed Shepard, is it overkill to trade for like a Trae Young?
I would say no, in the sense of that there's a big gap between those two. But I would say yes, in the fact that if you give up way too much.
Hey, I got a fucked up name for you to trade for. And this is not clickbait. This is food for thought. Joel Embiid. I think they're about sick of his shit.
I got that today when Daryl Morey said that he believes he can still play at an MVP level, but he needs to see more. I wouldn't be surprised if they went calling for that. Wouldn't be upset either if they took the risk on it. I mean, he's injury.
If I could give up minimal shit, yeah. I would do that also. Like Sengun in the 10th pick for Joel Embiid and like a 3 future second round pick. Some shit.
You just had to get away to you. Like, let me get Sengun out of here.
But I'm saying though, think about it. You have a guy who actually has a bag in the post and he'll shoot the 3 at center, and he protects the rim. So that's an upgrade, barring the fact that he can play. I think he's hurt though.
Well, yeah, he's definitely hurt. We'll see if he even comes back anytime soon.
I'm just saying, if you were to mention Zion's name, why not mention Embiid? That's just.
I don't even know how his name came up. I have not heard anything except for it today on Zion even being a name brought up. We heard that last year when we were talking about Brandon Ingram and all them, but as of this year, I don't even know his name popped up.
I mean, I remember a couple of seasons ago, I told y'all how disappointed I was that we didn't go get Tyrese Halliburton. So I'm sure they're not going to come off of him, but could you imagine him on our team?
Would you take him if you had to take Pascal?
Am I getting rid of Sengun?
I don't know.
Yes, 100%. I can't take Pascal and Sengun on the same team. I can't do it. The rest of the team can't do it because they're just going to spin into each other in fucking the middle of the paint. They were like 2 Tasmanian devils just all over the place doing nothing.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't know. There's so many damn names we threw out. It's going to end up being a player we didn't even say. It's going to be like Marcus Smart or some shit.
No, I don't think you would have to give up much for him.
No,
He's just rotting away over there on. Hey, that's a good pickup though.
Yeah. It's an Ime guy. I don't know. Something's gonna happen. There's gonna be trades. I say Cam. Bye, bro.
Yeah, bye, Cam.
Yeah. Jacques probably bye also. But other than that, it's all good, Rockets fans. Let us know in the comments what you think. Other than that, it's all love, Houston. We out.
Bye-bye.